Welcome back to the Three Mouskateers podcast. Still, I'm JD.
Still, I'm Landon XL.
And I'm still Crosby.
And we're here with another possible character from a Disney movie for the game Disney Sorcerer's Arena. So last time, Crosby's the youngest, we let him pick the movie. So we're going in age order. So Landon gets to pick now.
And I picked Disney's film, The Hunchback of Notre Dame, came out in 1996.
Okay, why did you pick this one?
Because it's good.
Okay, expound a little more. It is good, but like, why do you think it's good? Is it like your favorite movie? Is it a movie you really like?
It might be. I watched Robin Hood a lot last week, so
That's true.
That might be my new favorite Disney movie.
So your allegiance is changing?
Yes.
Okay.
But he used to say his favorite Disney movie was The Hunchback of Notre Dame.
So when is the last time you watched it, though?
Like 3 weeks ago.
Okay. So recent. Okay. Cool. Well, I like The Hunchback too. It came out when I was younger, much younger. Y'all weren't even alive when it came out, but that's most of these movies.
1996. I said that at the beginning.
I watched it when I was young.
You're still young.
Exactly.
Okay. All right. So do you want to start with hero, villain? Where do you want to start? Lead us into the discussion, Lane. And who do you want to talk about first?
All right. So a person I definitely think should get in, Quasimodo.
Yeah, probably.
That's it.
That's it. He's like the main character.
He has to get in.
Yeah, he does.
If they do something for the Hunchback, then he has to get in.
Okay. So what would he do? Would he be a tank? Would he be...
He could be a defense because sanctuary, everyone just goes after him instead of everyone else.
Well, and he's pretty strong, right?
Yeah, he's acrobatic.
Well, but I mean, he's pretty strong because of the way he would roll, like swing through the cathedral and everything. And he seems like he'd be pretty stout.
He's kind of stealthish, I guess. 'Cause
Okay.
he's acrobatic.
So, but you think he should be a taunt guy? So when you say sanctuary, he would protect everyone else and they would attack Quasimodo instead of everyone else?
Yes.
So he'd be a tank, right?
Yeah.
Defense. We don't call that. They're not called tanks in the game. They're just called defense.
Well, we call them tanks. That's pretty much, that's normal.
I'm
Well,
pretty
that's-
sure
terms.
everyone calls them tanks.
Yeah.
Well, that's because, like, we're used to saying tanks.
And also because
Yeah.
why not?
It's just a basic role. Someone who's there to absorb a bunch of attacks so that the other people who aren't as strong can do their attacking. Something you want on your team, right?
Yeah. Also, I definitely think Hunchback's villain Frollo should also get in. I mean, it makes sense. I mean, they already have like Frollo soldiers as
In the
as fighters, whatever it's called.
Yeah, as like NPCs that you fight off in like the tower or different encounters, correct?
Yeah, they do.
Yes.
Yeah.
Forgot about that. Wait, so they already have some Hunchback of Notre Dame?
That's the only thing they have, I believe, is Frollo's archers, right?
Soldiers.
Soldiers. That's all I've seen.
Wait, so they already have Hunchback of Notre Dame in there?
Kind of. I think just kind of. They don't have any characters.
Didn't realize that.
Yeah.
I don't know about Esmeralda yet.
About her being a character in the game?
Yes.
Why not?
Because I don't know.
You don't know. Okay.
Nope.
Gotcha. All right. So what kind of moves would Frollo do?
You could have a move called Hellfire and just boom, just sets fire out.
That'd be cool. And like light everybody else on fire.
That would be very awesome.
That would be cool. And he seems like more of a tell people what to do. So like
Leader.
like a leader, but like Barley has the move where he does this and then people on his team go attack for you. Mm-hmm. Like he inspires them to go attack. So Frollo could do something like that.
He's also potentially Disney's worst bad guy.
You know, Disney does a good job of making bad guys. They really do. Some of them are really awful and you're like, you know what? I can see why this is a bad guy.
I've heard that like The Hunchback is the darkest animated Disney movie.
Well, I mean, I think it's an opinion. You know, I don't know that we can be 100% sure about anything like that.
Cannot be 100%.
Okay, so Frollo as the bad guy. What any other moves you think for Quasimodo or Frollo? Like,
no.
no, nothing at all. Like, do you think what would
The Palace of Justice for Frollo? But that no.
what is that? What is the Palace of Justice?
Frollo's little place with the other captain who just got.
So Frollo has a sword in the movie, right?
Yes.
So what he that could be his basic attack. It's like attacking with a sword. What about Quasimodo? What? Go ahead. You don't have to raise your hand. Just talk.
Quasimodo uses.
But I don't want to interrupt.
No, you're fine.
Well, I think one of Frollo's abilities, like, should be, since he's a leader, like, he tells people what to do. I think he should have, like, a high chance of getting people to assist him when he attacks.
Definitely. Like, because they're like, oh, we got to defend him. What about Quasimodo? Like, would he just punch you or what?
Sure.
Why
not? Probably not, though.
You said he used a sword in the movie? I haven't seen the movie in a long time.
Quasimodo doesn't.
Okay.
Frollo does.
I gotcha.
He only uses sword almost once, which he just steals it from Frollo, and then that's it. He doesn't use it at all.
What about a spell then? Do you think there could be a spell?
I think the spells would be the 3 gargoyles, Victor, Hugo. I don't know what the old lady's name is.
That's all right.
I think it's Laverne.
What would they do?
Just come in. That's it.
They'd have to do something. What do you mean? They just show up and just sit there?
They could just be like Duke Kaboom and just attack 3 people.
Or they could be
because
like...
there's 3 of them, so 3 people would attack them.
Okay.
They could be like once you put them on once you have them on your team, they could be like the other team focuses them and they're there for like 1 turn.
So like they would show up with a taunt? But they don't take
any damage. So it's basically just like a shield.
Oh, okay. Do you think another spell or anything?
Yeah.
No.
No other spells?
I think
no, I can't think of any other spells.
You think? What do you think?
Maybe Esmeralda.
No, not Esmeralda. Her goat would come in and basically her goat would just come in and like ram into a person and basically can one-shot anybody. Which would be super useful against Maui.
Yeah, Maui's tough sometimes.
That's kind of what Merlin does.
Merlin one-shots people?
No. Merlin just turns into a goat and...
Oh, in the movie.
Yeah. No. He has a move that can do that.
Yeah, but it doesn't one-shot you, right?
No, it doesn't one-shot, but also, no.
Gotcha.
Well, I know something that would make sense.
What? Tell me.
You would have had to watch the other episode for this to make sense, the first one.
Oh, okay.
But if Quasimodo is paired with the spell, like the bell spell,
yeah,
he could have some kind of move that something to do with, like, because he's the bell ringer.
The bells of Notre Dame.
That could have something to do with it.
That could be a move, though, like Quasimodo could have a move called the bells of Notre Dame, right? And that could galvanize people and make everybody want to fight more, or give them a boost or something, right?
Maybe.
Don't say no. Okay.
I'm not saying no.
Maybe. Okay.
That's an improvement.
So you don't think any other spells? Or any other characters? Why not Esmeralda?
No.
Why not Esmeralda?
Maybe she could be a character, and maybe the goat could be her move that she sends out.
Like or Phoebus. Phoebus could be a character.
Who's Phoebus?
Phoebus is the guard captain or something.
Is that the one that Esmeralda, like, actually falls in love with?
Yes, the dude who looks like the guy in He-Man.
Like the warrior.
Which dude in He-Man? Like He-Man?
I don't know. I've never seen it. I've only just seen, like, the song.
Yeah.
Which was this stupid For Non-Blonde song.
I got you. So we've talked about spells, characters. What about arena? Is there an arena you think?
Festival of Fools, maybe?
Sure.
Or the Court of Miracles.
Yeah, what about the cathedral? I mean, Notre Dame is pretty awesome.
The cathedral? That's
where Quasimodo lives. With the big stained
tower?
glass windows. Yeah, it could be in the bell tower or just in like the foyer of the cathedral.
It should be like at the beginning where it has the part where, like with the wishing well and stuff.
Sure.
Like that should be in the background and then they're just like fighting.
Now, Crosby, what do you think about this thing? Who do you think will get in? Who do you think will be the spell? And what do you think will be the... Oh, by the way, before that, would Quasimodo be an event or something?
I don't think so. And the more we do
don't-
this and the more we talk about different episodes, I can understand why.
I don't think so, just because it's not really so popular.
Right. Well, and there's just not a lot of characters. Like if there's a lot of characters that people want from the movie to be in the game, I could see why you do an event.
And if
like Hercules, I think Hercules should be an event. Because
if he did have like an event, what would it be called? The Bells of Notre Dame, probably.
Sure. Or is it the Hunchback or something like that?
I don't think so, just because that's the name of the movie.
Yeah, sure.
Well, I think it could be an event because, like, the ones that people want the most should probably be farmable so that they can actually get them. Because the Hunchback of Notre Dame's not that popular. So if it was farmable, then, like, that would take up a ton of space for other characters from different movies.
Right. See, and yeah, they're going to run out of space to farm characters. Like you can have them in the shop, but that's always a really slow process. There's some characters that you want to be able to get just from playing the game and playing nodes. So Crosby, Landon keeps asking you, who do you think should be in the game?
I agree with him, but I also think, that either Esmeralda or Phoebus should get in. And that's it. I
That's
agree
it.
with the other two.
There you go. What about I don't think it should be an event. There's things I'm trying to figure this out. Like what would be ways to get characters from these games that's not on the notes, that's not on the actual in the shop or something like that. And I feel like maybe one shots would be a thing to do. Like, hey, one time we're going to do this event, and not even really an event. Like we talked before about like a Pixar thing. There could be a Disney one with a bunch of classic animated Disney films, and you could go in and like, once you get to a certain level, you could start farming this character or something like that. I don't know. Because Disney has so many movies and so many characters. It's crazy to think who they could add to the game. And I'm sure they've had a really tough time trying to decide which characters to put in where and when they're going to add characters in. Because you want, like with Frozen's a new movie. Everybody loves Frozen, especially kids. So they want the Frozen game in there, you know, and they want all the Frozen characters. But with some of these older ones, it may not have as much hype or as much desire from the public. Who knows? Who knows?
Like, if it's not an event and if it's not like farmable, like there's some games where you can like watch videos to get rewards.
Yeah.
So they could do something like that and like change the characters that you get every now and then.
Maybe. Or just add more options in the shop. Who knows? Who knows? They've got a lot of options, and being a new game, I think they're willing to listen to the community. We just need to really figure out what we think we want and who we think we want, and go from there. And then maybe we can all work together to make the game better. Who knows?
Or they could add like more modes, like more campaigns, or
well, maybe like
modes
the
on
Towers of
that
Endurance. They could have be like, hey, this tower could be the Pixar tower, or this tower could be the classic Disney tower, or whatever, you know, things like that. Who knows?
Now, what do you think the spell for Notre Dame would be?
Like I said earlier, the gargoyles would just be a shield for around.
Just a shield.
But I also think the goat would also be a spell.
Okay. What is the minstrel's name? Like the narrator?
I don't think that it says his name.
Oh, the guy in the purple hat?
Yeah.
I do not even know.
I don't think it says.
I feel like there could be a spell where someone would come in and would like give everyone on your team a big boost and a big buff for like a round. And then after that, all the effects fade away. So for like one round, if you time it right, all your guys are more powerful or quicker, or they get automatic crits or something like that. I think that would be a cool spell. And I don't know if maybe a character from Hunchback would be the way to do it, but I feel like that would be a cool spell.
Well, if like Esmeralda got into the game, one of her like moves could be like, since she's what are they called again?
What? Gypsies?
Yeah, gypsy.
Yeah.
Like she super, like, she's magical. So one of her abilities could be, like, she disappears and, like, they can't see her.
That's cool. Yeah,
Or
stealth.
Or one of her abilities could be called Jal or whatever the goat's name is.
I don't know the goat's name.
It's Dajala or something.
Okay, maybe.
I'm pretty sure that's Black Panther's name.
It's T'Challa.
T'Challa. Is it similar? Is it close?
He said Dajala.
Okay, we'll look it up. Interesting. So I agree with you on Quasimodo has to get in, Frollo has to get in. Like if they're going to do any characters from this movie, those are the two that they would absolutely have to do. Other than that, I don't know who else they could do, honestly. But I think that's with most movies. Like we keep saying, most movies are just going to have a couple characters get in. And we all love like the side characters, and that's what makes the movies great and enjoyable, but may not be the right choice for the game because it just overcrowd the roster and overcrowd who you'd be able to get and win. So that would be tough.
Now, what do you think the map would be?
I've said, and I really do think that
I meant Crosby.
Oh,
I agree with Dad on, like, the tower or, like,
the bell tower.
Cathedral.
Yeah.
Or, like, at the beginning with the well.
Yeah. I think the Festival of Fools would be a cool background.
Yeah,
I really do.
And I also,
Or the Court of Miracles.
I agree with you. Isn't the Court of Miracles like where they go to try to find
all the gypsies?
Esmeralda?
Interesting.
And like where,
Yes, with
and where Frollo
necklace.
follows them.
That could be cool. It
Yeah,
could be very
like
cool.
I think that one should also be a map.
All right, Dad. Did you answer all the questions that I
I've
asked?
answered,
All
yes.
right, now, but I was going to ask you all of them, but
Yes.
you answered to the map
I
thing.
have.
So,
I
what do you
have.
think the map is?
I do. I think it's the cathedral. I definitely think the cathedral. I think the Festival of Fools. I mean, there's a lot of options. Will they put in a map from every movie? Probably not. Like, we don't know how long this game's going to go or what their plans with it, or if they're going to like 5-10 year plan.
Or if they're gonna get more popular.
Well, and I mean,
less
mobile
popular.
games, what's going to happen with mobile games in the future? We don't know. So, I'm not sure, but I think there's a lot of opportunity to have some very movie specific, really cool scenery from this game.
And
Absolutely.
Wait, did you say what the spell would be?
I think, I don't know what the spell would be. I think like the Bells of Notre Dame would be a cool spell.
I still think the gargoyles.
Yeah.
I mean, there doesn't have to be a spell, honestly.
Right. But I'm saying we're just giving an option. I think something like that would be helpful.
And for the final question, do you think this would end up as an event?
No, I don't think this will be an event. I really don't. And I don't like, I think the final question should be is, do you think this is going to be one of the next few movies to get characters in the game or no?
Honestly, probably not.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what's going to be next. And it's interesting to think about, but I think this one will eventually get in the game if they play it long enough and they do the game long enough, but I don't think it'll be anytime soon. I think
That
they have.
wasn't the final question. The final question will be later.
Oh, well, yeah, it's true. I'm just saying, I think that this would be a fine movie to get the characters in from, but I'm sure they have other priorities right now about getting characters in the game. Thank y'all for listening. We appreciate you coming back. If you've been here before, if you haven't been here before, check out our previous videos and podcasts talking about a different movie. And we're going to have more coming up, and we're going to do other videos and topics on this game, Disney Sorcerer's Arena, because we like it. It's new. We feel like we can add to the content that's out there, and you maybe find something you'd like to hear from us. But there's a couple things you could do for us. If you disagree with us, if you agree with us, whatever, send us a comment on YouTube, send us a comment on Twitter. All the links to our Twitters and our social media will be below. And if you're listening to the podcast, it'll be in the description. Follow all of our channels. Check out our game. You can see our club, the Three Mouskateers. We'll have a link to join that in below. We need members so that we can start doing the club conquest and all that stuff. And we would love to have you. We're pretty casual. We play every day, but we're not like hardcore strategists or anything like that. We play for fun.
And also, it's now JD's turn to pick what
What movie we're going to do.
So, JD. What movie are we doing?
I got a lot of options. I haven't picked on one yet. I'll let y'all know next episode. It'll be a surprise.
Yep, that's what I did last time.
Krause, what do you want to add?
Link to my channel will be in the description below as well. Please subscribe. I need it. I need them.
Our club is called the Three Mouskateers. We'll show how it's spelled. And for the final question, please like the video and subscribe.
That's not a question.
Yes, it is.
Will you
bells of Notre
please?
Dame.
Will you please? Yes.
Hit the notification bells of Notre
Yeah.
Dame.
If you like what we do, will you subscribe, comment, follow, all those things, all those different options. We appreciate you taking the time to listen. We hope you enjoyed it. And we'll be back soon with another episode on another movie that could possibly have characters added to Disney Sorcerer's Arena.
Yep. See you in the next video.